Hey guys, welcome to a little podcast chat thingamo where we're just going to talk about what it's like for SAIM Industries to turn 15 years old.
Yes, so if you guys didn't see it, we had a big 15-year anniversary video that was released the other week, and
Yes.
we wanted to sit down and chat about it for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got another 15 years in me.
You got another 15 years?
I got another
I think
150.
I'd be pretty proud of 30 years of SAIM Industries.
Yeah,
I feel like it takes more effort to do SAIM Industries than it does for my own stuff, because I can just go, I'll get back to it eventually. With SAIM Industries, it feels like you actually have to put effort into it. That's what it feels like to me.
just give me 1 second, sorry.
Yep.
Oh, and he's gotten up and he's walking across the room. Okay. Which, by the way, I don't know if the guests at home know this, but we're recording this in the same room right now.
Yep. And he's throwing up profusely.
What the fuck? You were coughing. You didn't say you were that sick.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm back. The
What the
dog
fuck,
just
man?
had something it
Did you-
wasn't supposed to.
Did you clean up the puke at least?
What?
Well, I watched you stand up, walk across the room, and then you started puking.
Well,
I was telling the fans that we're recording this in the same room.
Yeah.
As you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're recording right now. Clean it up later.
I mean, I guess.
We're doing our special 15-year podcast. It's not going to be 15 again.
I guess it's not my room. Like, why would I care?
Vomit is temporary. 15 years is forever or something like that. One of them.
Well, I think 15
Yeah.
years is 15 years, but you know, you do.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so what exactly did you want to talk about?
Yeah, so what I was saying was that I think that it takes more effort to do SAIM Industries than it does for our own careers. Because obviously we've got to communicate with each other about what we want to do.
That's true. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
very
we're all
pretty
pretty-
collaborative effort, which is always a little
Yeah.
bit more challenging to organize people. But I think we're all pretty good at, being available when we're needed and answering messages and all that.
Yeah.
Passing assets along. I think I will personally, just for myself, say that I think that SAIM is easier than my other projects. But that's just for me personally. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because my projects are
I
normally
think
giant
on mine, I've just
things.
lowered the standard more and more to a point where I just go. Actually, I was talking to a guy yesterday, and he was like, "Oh, they're gonna change the rules for YouTube," and I'm like, "Look, I've been doing this 16 years. I really don't care what the rules are."
No, I've seen the new rules, and yeah, I felt the exact same way. Where I'm like, whatever. But to be honest, we are also
Yeah.
in a very unique position where we kind of just do this shit for fun. So
Yeah, we're just in it for the love of the game, man.
Yeah. If anything,
Yeah.
the few rules kind of benefit us. The new adjustments, which is that they now count like every view a YouTube video gets as a view, like in any regard. So even if you click on it for like half a second or hover over it, apparently that now counts as a view. And I'm kind of
Didn't
like,
they go away from that like 15 years ago or something?
I don't know, but
Because it used to be clicks, and then they changed it to how long the view was, and if you view it for a certain percentage of the video, then it becomes a view.
I'm not sure. All I know is that like now they have it that like if you look at if you even glance at a YouTube video in any capacity, it now counts as a view, which is why. And that's that change. I don't know if people are having an issue with or not. But the issue that they're having is like you now have to get like, I don't know, like 2 million views on shorts in order for them to be monetized or something like that, like monthly, and it's gonna kill a lot of channels. Which sucks, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, again, for us, we're not even monetized to begin with, so
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. I mean, we just make stuff that we think is going to be fun.
We're doing this shit
And
for the love
that's-
of the game, and we always have,
Love
and
of the
there's no
game.
secret.
I mean, there were times earlier in my career where it was like, oh, we have to do this because then this is going to get the views. And
That is true.
yeah,
That is true.
but the problem is, like, when you're doing stuff like that, then you don't actually end up enjoying it very much, because you're like, oh, we have to do. You're always stressing out instead.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Whereas now I'm like, yeah, I haven't got anything to post, so good luck with your life. I'm just
I've
gonna
always
come
been
back
here for
when I've got something.
Since the first time I started like uploading shit, it's just, if it's not a bathroom break, if it's not being interrupted by an emergency, that shit's staying in the video. I'm only cutting the shit that literally cannot be in the video.
And that's why you're the best of us, Frank. It's your high standard of quality.
Yeah,
propels
very
us.
high standard.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm kind of the opposite of both of you guys trajectory wise. Where like I'm trying to every video I try to be a bit better. I try to put more
Yeah, I
effort into
know.
them, and I think that's reflected in SAIM as well, where I think that we've slowly been getting better and better and better. My personal standard is only going up as opposed to down.
Yeah.
But that only means that, like, when it comes to SAIM, I put in a level of effort, and then with my own that I don't want to go below, and then my own stuff, I have an even higher standard. So I don't know, but that's just me. I'm just like that. Honestly, I wish I could just kind of chill and be like, just fucking throw out a video. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get things out a lot quicker
That's
if that was the case.
My gaming channel is like that. It's like, it's surprising how much I play F1 Manager, because I seem to manage to put out a F1 Manager driver lineup video once a month. I'm like, I don't play it that much, do I? That I go through a whole season in a month.
Yeah.
But apparently I do. That's sort of getting off the topic a little bit. Did you guys have any thoughts while we were working on the 15-year video? About like all the little events that have happened over the time, and all the little things that have happened. About what SAIM Industries is about, what it means. It's interesting, actually. We're talking about like quality, and then the way we approach things. In the early days, like 2013, I was like, we have to make these videos really highly produced, and everything has to be really good. And then when we actually started the console gaming series, it sort of became a lot more, because we suddenly had more videos to put out. Every episodes of series, it was like every episode's 10 minutes long. Slap the outro on it. That's the episode. With like no editing.
No, it's very easy to edit back in the day.
And then we just kept that going until 2019. We were like, let's make good videos now.
Well, for me personally,
There are a few things as well that happened. That was like, I was watching a bit of Majora's Mask recently, and we started recording individual episodes. We used to just hit record and then talk for 6 hours, and then that was the session. So we didn't have intros and outros. But then I had a scare with OBS where if I recorded for an hour and a half, that OBS footage, I'd lose the footage but have the audio.
Classic.
And so I was like, oh, we can't do that. So then we just started starting and stopping every 15 minutes. So then we had to do an intro and an outro.
Oh
And so
yeah.
we did that in 2017. And then in 2019 we were like, well, let's make we'll record for 15 minutes and then we'll compress that into 10 minutes. So that it's as good an episode as it can get without people's feelings getting hurt because the thing that they said during the episode got cut out.
Yeah, I think that in terms of taking it seriously, I agree that there was a while where we just I was just like, it's just a side thing, and like for me, and I still can maintain this. The main fun is the recording, just hanging out with you guys and playing a game and making jokes and having fun. I don't remember the exact point it was. I think it's always been there, lingering in my head. But there was a point where I thought to myself, we actually do have something here. I think that if people give us more of a chance, I think that we could this could be a bit bigger. And so that's why I also wanted to, slowly increase the quality of it, is to kind of, show people like, okay, we're more than just, I don't know, amateurs, I suppose. Like, we're actually passionate about this, and we're making videos constantly, and like, I'm drawing the thumbnails and I'm making them as good and as attractive as I can. Trying to be more entertaining and stuff during it. Like, because I think the reason I did that is because I thought I think we've got something here, and I really wanted to, kind of. I didn't want people to like look at a video and then immediately like click off because they're like, oh, I don't know, it looks low quality or whatever,
Yeah.
Some of those old series, I kind of think to myself, I appreciate like the authenticity of it. So like a lot of the GameCube games and stuff we recorded, which was off a GameCube, the quality is just so low, and I just think to myself, I don't blame anyone for clicking off of this.
3 dudes sharing a mic put too far away from anybody to sound nice.
Yeah. Which, to be honest, we did for a little too long, I think, because even
recording on a fucking Pavel or whatever the fuck the thing was called back in the day.
Yeah.
We had
I think
Liam and I had the same mic at one point. We both had the Samsung Media mic.
Yeah, I just meant like
the
the capture card that people were using in like 2012. It was like a Pavel or something. It was like this stupid ass like white tiny fucking device.
Yeah.
That was like it recorded
picture
dog shit quality video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I think you were just talking about Majora's Mask earlier, and you go back and watch it, and I think that some of the jokes and stuff that we made,
the Pinnacle and the Dazzle.
Yeah, I think some of the jokes and stuff we made in that series is really good, but I've struggled to watch it because it's just so low quality and blurry, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it, I'm like, that is atrociously blurry. Why is it like that?
It's just
because
the way
it's not
the
like
recording was.
I'm like, because we talked about it in one of the episodes I was watching. That we're recording, we're capturing it from the GameCube, but we're seeing it on the preview of the computer monitor.
Yeah.
So and it looks as bad as if we used OBS to record the preview.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't.
So
it wasn't
how
great.
is it that
And
bad?
I want to also,
but
say,
also we weren't rendering in 1080p. We were only rendering in 720.
No, yeah, actually, funny you were saying that. As I was looking for things last night, I went and saw one of our earliest videos, Team Fortress 2, with 3 views at the same time.
Is it the first one?
Yeah, I think so, and it's 360p, and like a frame rate of like 3.
Yeah,
because we did another.
I remember saying that in the
15
15-year video. You brought it up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, our computers were fucking ass back then."
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like we were using we were using fraps because we hadn't like caught on to
I caught on to
what
OBS
it was XSplit. I think it was like XSplit that was before OBS, and like neither of us caught on to that, and then it took even longer to get OBS. Like I don't think I touched OBS until we started doing SAIM. I think is when I started using OBS. I think.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
We are the thing is we learn as we go, none of us studied this shit or anything like that. We just
No.
we did the best with what we could, what we had, with our shitty computers.
Yeah,
and
being
shitty recording and stuff
10-year-olds with no budget and no like experience making videos.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we've slowly over the years improved each aspect bit by bit. And I will say we're still not perfect. But I think we're in a lot of a better place, and we're still constantly trying to improve. I mean, it's only recently that we finally decided to do this, all in different locations thing, so we can all have microphones that actually pick us up properly. Because we did actually try doing a multi-microphone setup in the same place, but it just had way too many syncing issues.
We couldn't sync the damn thing up.
Yeah.
It was like, for some reason, it was just slightly off all the time.
Yeah, because we tried to... Oh, whatever, I'm not going to get into it today. But but we're always figuring things out and always trying to improve things in whatever way we can.
Yeah.
And yeah, so...
But with in the 15-year video, there was like a few times, because I wrote the script, there were a few times where it was like, for some reason, this is what happened. There was like M Industries. We did one video, and then for some reason we didn't do any more videos. I'm like, what was I doing? I know I had lots of spare time. What in the world was I doing instead of messaging Frank being like, when are you available? Or maybe I just didn't mention that maybe Frank hadn't replied or something because his internet was too crappy or something.
I honestly couldn't tell you because obviously I wasn't around at that point.
Yeah.
For one reason, which I don't remember either.
I don't know where you were, but obviously you knew about it ahead of time. And so you went away for like a month or two.
Yeah.
And so it was like September you went away, and then you came back in like November or something. So there was like 2 months where I was like, all right, we're not making anything, so we're just gonna stop then and come back in November when Liam comes back.
Yeah. And we're no strangers to having breaks. That's the other thing. I mean, this is sort of a topic on its own, right? And I don't know if you want to move on to it necessarily. That I wanted to talk about, which is my overall, I guess, thoughts and opinions on SAIM and continuing it into the foreseeable future and how it got to where it is today. Which is that I wanted to say that I love doing this, and I'm sure you guys do too, and I would love to keep it going forever if possible, even if I say this all the time, but if we all become like billionaires or whatever, we got better shit to do, I'd still like to do it, to touch base and to
we have a
brother, if I become a billionaire, I'll have more time to do this.
Even better. And you could afford
Frank will fly us to his house in his incredible studio over a weekend, and then we'll fly back.
That would be amazing.
Go back to our boring normal lives.
But I'm also like, but what I'm trying to say is that like I have full confidence that we'll always get back to it. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily mind when we take breaks because this is like we have a constant stream of videos coming out and constantly we're doing things for it.
Yeah.
That every now and then we're just not available. It's just not able to happen. Things are just a little too messy, and we take some time off. Recently it was because of your house. And obviously that's or university.
Because I looked into that one. I think it was getting too annoying because I had work, and then most of the time that I had available outside of work was let's go work on the house.
Yes.
So and then I'd have these little gaps of time that because like I was trying to prioritize SAIM Industries, but then I wasn't being allowed to do those things because I was being told that no, we've got to go work on the house.
Yeah.
And it was getting annoying because we'd start recording sessions at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and then finish at like 9, which would be pissing off everyone because other people have lives. They don't need some like a couple of young blokes yakking and laughing into the late hours of the night when everyone's got stuff to do.
And never mind the fact that like for Frank that would have been like some obscene time.
Yeah.
Like usually like 9 p.m. to 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. So we try to avoid that, but But the thing is that when I said, because I think I may have been the one that suggested it to you, like, mate, just get the house out of the way, and then we'll get back to it, Because that's what I'm trying to say. Is I don't mind having breaks. I don't mind taking time off because I know we'll always get back to it, and then we'll have plenty to talk about too. I mean, there was a lot of aspects I think going into it.
Yeah, it was just the house was getting in the way of everything. That was the annoying thing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Life happens,
Yeah, but then obviously finished the house, moved in, and then I was like, oh crap, we can restart SAIM Industries.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
and especially after we just finished releasing like our best playthrough yet, Super Mario Sunshine 2.
Hell yeah, I'm glad.
With all the clips and everything.
Like Liam was saying, it's fun if we have breaks, so we are going to return to it. And obviously, it's better to deal with the life stuff and make sure all of us are in a good space when we know that we can just return to this stuff anytime. We're not chasing a trend. We're not trying to like compete with people. It's just a hobby for fun to hang out with friends, shoot the shit, and then maybe play a game in the background.
Exactly. And also, we're not monetarily.
No.
Yeah, that was like the transient competitive thing.
Yeah. And we used to do, it's funny. I think when we sort of restarted after the 2-year break from my house, we tried to go back to doing like 6 episodes a week, and then we're like, we can't do this.
No.
We used to do it. I don't know how the hell we did it. I guess we just had lots of time or something, but this is impossible.
There was a lot of different things. One of the biggest things being that the editing has increased a lot.
Yeah.
And also we're adults. We're all 30 years old now. When we started, we were like, what, 16?
Shit. Yeah.
15, I suppose, because 15 years. And we just had way more time on our hands, and now we're all adults, and we all have completely different schedules, other than the fact that one of us lives in another country. I don't have a typical 9-to-5 job. I have a job that says, you're working today. And I go, all right then.
Yeah, I have a relatively typical 9-to-5 job that has kind of been moved to like a 4-day-a-week 9 to 5 job. And then there's obviously also the 16-hour time zone difference, which usually ends up being fine for me, and in fact actually lines up quite nicely most of the time. I can just get home from work and then go to sleep and then wake up and do things with people, which is like a nice thing when it comes to like playing like D&D or Pathfinder with my other friends. It's a very nice time zone for me, as long as I know that what day ahead of time is, so I can make sure I get my sleep.
But also, I think during COVID as well, like for some reason, I don't know if it was possible at the time, why we couldn't just continue doing Twilight Princess, but like remotely. So the way we do it now.
I really.
But I
don't
guess
know.
we just didn't think of it.
I think we didn't really think of it. Well, I remember. Well, the thing is, I definitely remember talking to you before we ultimately decided on doing the remote stuff. I remember suggesting it to you, and you saying, but I thought like half the appeal was us being in the same room or something like that. And I was like, well, okay, if you want. And then I think you sat on it for a while and thought, no, actually, it's probably better if we do it remotely, just for audio quality's sake. That's why we do it, by the way. The reason we do it remotely, other than it's more convenient for us, to just stay at home, it's really just for audio quality. So we're actually all talking into an individual mic rather than sharing them.
Yeah, I mean there were quite a few funny bits over the years of like, I think there was a time where I almost dunked my hand in my drink, and then when my phone kept on falling off the couch.
Yes. You're very fond
stuff
of
like that. That was the bit in the video, just things happening in the room, or the pizza man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which like some of that stuff can still happen. You can still get a knock on the door and be like, I have to go answer the door.
Yeah, unless we can like figure out a better setup. Because again, I mean, like I don't know how regular people look at YouTubers, in the sense that like, do people look at our channel and just automatically assume that we're like, I don't know, like Game Grumps, like we got an office and we got a team and we got all this stuff, because it's not true.
Well, I think a lot of people do think that everyone is like either at that baseline or they're like jockeys.
Yeah. Exactly. But the thing is, like, you have to understand that our whole operation is still extremely, what would you call it? Mom and pop business.
Very jank. Yeah. It's very mom and pop. It's very, seat of our pants kind of thing.
Yeah, very, very grassroots.
Yeah, like, and we don't really like. Yeah, we schedule time like to get together, but it's not like a, every few, like, we have it all written in our calendar, like we're going to record this time and this is how it is, and it's scheduled in, and it's more like, hey, we're running out of footage, you guys available next weekend? Like, yeah, sure. And we get together and we kind of get it all recorded. And
I mean, okay folks, put the pitchforks down, don't point them at me. If it were up to me, we'd be getting together and like at least recording something every week, and then just having like a giant backlog of shit to upload.
Well, the thing is,
I understand that these two are more busy than I am, so I don't pester them about it.
I mean, in an ideal world, I'd like that too. Honestly, I would. But it's more just like that backlog would become obscene extremely quickly.
Well, I mean, obviously,
because
yeah.
we only
but
release 2 videos a week right now.
It's just a fun.
Yeah,
It's just a
series.
funny thing that I like. Obviously more so noticed during the Pokemon Violet, where I'm paying for this extra Nintendo Online sub, and it's just like 3 months of not playing.
Yeah, true.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that
I
was the
really
thing.
should cancel this, but
yeah.
then we're gonna start recording. It's gonna be like, oh, hold on, guys, I gotta go fight the Nintendo store for an
Yeah.
hour. So I just kept it
that's
subbed because it was only
that
$3.
That is a great example of, like, to show you how very slapdash we are, and the fact that, again, we're not paid for this. That Frank and I both paid for Nintendo Online subscriptions for many months out of our own pockets to do the Pokemon Violet
I was paying for
series.
the Minecraft film for ages, and then
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to record anymore. It's been like a year, so I should probably cancel it.
Yeah, it's our own money.
And then I'm pretty sure both of us were
Yeah.
like, oh, you're still paying for the server? Yeah, you should probably stop paying for the server.
Yeah, I DM'd
Yeah,
you
because I
that
think I
night
asked,
when
I
we
was like, what do we
finished.
think about cancelling the server? Like, yeah, we're probably going to do other stuff for a while and come back to it when we're all in the right mood for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I think it helps, like, that we don't, like, burn out as well. That we're just kind of, doing it at our own pace, in our own schedule.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just kind of going. Because I think doing it every week, I think would be really, really lovely for a while. But then I think it would start to be a bit much. Schedules obviously would clash, and there might be a level of like, oh, I have to record today. You know what I mean?
Obviously,
I think
every week
it
was a
was like
little
that.
hyperbole, and I just more so mean the sentiment of, if we could do this even more often, like I would love to do it more often. But I know that you guys just get busier than I do because you guys have more things to do than me. So I'm like, I'm here. They'll let me know when they want to do stuff, and I'll be like, yeah, count me in, man. Tag me in. I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
It would be like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we're like, oh, we have to have another recording session because we're almost out of footage. And we're like, already?
Yeah, that does happen a few times.
It just kept happening, and we're like, this is too much.
Well, yeah, especially when we were
This
doing
is-
6 a week. Like, that was
Yeah.
definitely happening
So
way
it's
more
like-
often.
I'm much happier to be doing one of each series a week, and we won't record for like 3 months or something. And then we'll come back, and we'll have all these stories to tell and talk about all this stuff. And
Yes, yeah, I think you have as well. I've taken the writing list. I've got a list right next to me of all
Yeah.
these little topics that I've
I had a movie list, and then last time I went through the list, I didn't even get through it, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop doing that. But I'll have like mental notes of like, I want to talk about this.
Well, I have a list of just topics in general that I want to talk to you guys about, which is, it has some movies, but it's all just, general things.
Yeah.
But I will say that's like the one slight downside to SAIM Industries, if you could even call it that, which is that when Mabini and I meet up in real life, we'll sometimes be like, yeah, I have this topic that I really want to talk to you about, but I don't want to talk to you about it now because I want to do it on the on this show. And it was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, yeah, I'll talk about it
That's
later.
like when we
Yeah, okay, man.
we'll watch a movie together and be like, all right, after we've seen the movie, what'd you think? Yeah, it was good. All right, and then we'll go away and then we'll go think
we
about
did
it
that
and then
literally
come back.
last weekend. We got to talk about
Yeah.
that film at some point. I don't know, Frank. Did you end up seeing that film?
Yeah, I ended up. I forgot to send the message, but I actually went and watched it the day that you sent that message. I was like, I have a
wow.
day off. I'll just go watch it. I have the day off.
Yeah, that's the thing. We try to also let Frank know that we're watching films and that if he wants to watch them on his own, and we can talk about it when we get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably like, if I had to say if there was only any actual downside to SAIM Industries, it would probably be just kind of reduces the topics that we talk about in real life.
Yeah. I mean, there are some things that we talk about outside of SAIM Industries that like we cannot talk about this about on SAIM Industries, so
Oh yeah, of course.
you can only talk about it in real life.
Yeah.
There was my little freak out in 2016 where I was like, oh, we need a, because I think it was just we'd spent like a year of having, it wasn't even a year, it wasn't that long, but you can see like it was like a constant pattern in the early years of me just like freaking out over something that we were doing, and then being like, I think it was in the 2012 one, we'd started the channel and like we'd started a new channel in July, And then December, I'm like, do we still want to do the SAIM Industries thing? And you're like, oh yeah, if you want to. It's just like, what was that commitment 5 months ago?
Well, from what? From us or from
From
you?
us, when we're like, yeah, let's start another channel.
It's great SAIM
And then,
Industries. Well, it's because
Like, why?
It's still just a bit unsure of like, yeah, if we all wanted to or not. I mean, this is. I think it just goes so far. Like, it's kind of a microcosm of our casual nature of the entire thing. Where it's like, even just creating it, we're like, sort of, you want to do this? Yeah, okay, I guess. Yeah, we can give it a go.
Yeah.
I'm very lackadaisical with this kind of stuff, though. I don't think I've ever had like a freak out moment when it comes to SAIM necessarily.
Yeah, because I'm sort of like more like all in. A lot of the time
well,
with
that's the thing.
things.
You've had periods where there was a period of time, which I'm sure you want to talk about, where SAIM was your one and only thing.
For
a
my
while. And
dictatorship.
you made it your full thing. And I remember you kept asking us, like, would you ever like commit yourself this much? And we were both like, no, probably not.
Yeah.
You were like, would you ever
I
give
think
up
it
everything
was-
else that you're doing to work on SAIM? And I was like, no.
I think it was
I
good
would.
because even though like I've returned to my channels for almost 10 years now, it still feels fresh.
Yeah.
Because like I just stopped doing it for a while, so I wonder if it doesn't feel like that for other people. If it just feels like it just feels like a grind of 15 years.
No, I don't think it feels like a
But-
grind at all, personally. I think these 15 years have flown past for me, personally.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's all about attitude and it's all about perspective. And for me, SAIM Industries has always just been the fun thing. Like, with my other channels, there have been times of great stress. There have been times of burnout and, needing to take a break from it as opposed to, just wanting a break for whatever reason. Whereas SAIM Industries, for me personally, has never reached that level of stress. It's always been the relaxing thing. It's always been the chill thing. It's always been the reliable thing. Of just like, oh yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be a nice change of pace. It'll be easy. Like sometimes, like there've been times where I've been in the middle of a big project, like a really big one.
Oh yeah.
And in the middle of that, we got to do a SAIM recording, and like that day is like is almost like a stress relieving day for me.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is so
you're
much
looking
simpler.
forward to it. You can just sort of switch off all the stress of everything else you're doing. And you just like load up on sugar and.
But that's always been my perspective of saying like, that's just a fun day, And then all the stuff that comes afterwards, that's also fun in its own right as well. Obviously, with the I make all the thumbnails and stuff like that, so I find time for that. But it's always like, it's like it's very familiar, it's very homey in a way, where I know what to expect and I know how it's gonna go, and I don't know. That's how I see it, at least.
Yeah, there are a few like really tough years that we had. One of the years was a tough year for all of us, I think, personally. Me and Liam in particular. But during that year, we just continued to just roll out more SAIM Industries for constant recording sessions, and we didn't stop. When we had a friend pass away.
Yeah.
And so there's just like, there's like 120 episodes or 200 episodes of Ukulele and Sonic Adventure 2 and Majora's Mask and all sorts of stuff that we were doing at the time.
Yeah.
That we just kept on recording. I think 2019 was the same, where I was just like depressed because I was unemployed. And so...
See, again, for me,
but we just...
those SAIM recording sessions were the highlights during that time for me.
Yeah, we were having a great time doing it. Yeah.
And putting it out.
Like, it was a way to be like, you look forward to it because real life had gotten hard.
Yeah.
And so you go to the SAIM Industries recording session and you'd be like, this is just gonna be great. This is gonna be great. We're just gonna be mucking around, chilling out, loading up on sugar and snacks and all sorts, and playing fun games. Yeah. Although, I find since we're doing it all remotely, I usually don't load up too much. Sometimes I'm still have I'll eat my usual like roast veggies and sausages and stuff, and then not even load up on cans of Coke or anything anymore. Although
I try to be a little bit cognizant about what I'm eating and drinking into the microphone. Because I know we used to not care about that. But the thing is like, I always did kind of care a little bit because I don't like mouth sounds. And I think to myself, my stance on everything I've ever made has always tried to be I want to make something that I want to watch. I always thought like us eating right into the microphone. I've always thought that.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a few embarrassing moments like that.
I could tell you're drinking like not soda because you've become the little piss boy of this group. Always gotta go piss.
Who's that? Me?
Yeah, you. Swapped off a soda to drink more water, and it shows. You're always pissing.
He drinks water. I think he drinks his tea and coffee.
Yeah, I started with the coffee, and then I drank some water. Actually,
what do you think is 90% of both of those beverages? It's flavored water.
Yeah,
so true.
Bean water and leaf water, man.
Yeah.
He's got you there. He's got your number now.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't have like chips and I don't have Skittles anymore. I haven't had Skittles in a long time. But honestly, the Skittles was probably getting to a point where I was like, I should probably stop this at some stage. And then probably the last time we did that was probably was it the first or was it the second? I think we did 2 Wind Waker sessions at my house.
Yeah, I think we did 2. The first one was
the comeback one.
It was a single mic thing. The second one was the double mic attempt. And then the
didn't we try the double mic a second time?
No, only once because
I thought we tried it.
Nightmare to edit.
Yeah, it was a nightmare, but I thought we then followed up on like a bunch of like tips and tricks and then tried to get it to work a second time. But I could be wrong.
I thought we just did the 2 times. I think I've got photos because I used to take photos every time during the sessions.
Yes, over the back of my
and send it to Frank. I'd be like, Frank, look, it's Liam. He's concentrating very hard. And he's very frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing, I suppose. Yeah, not doing it in person anymore is like when we did it in person, I had to bring like 2 bags of equipment, basically, like your laptop, the game console, a billion wires, the recording wires, the microphone.
Well, it'll be 2 game consoles as well, like the Wii U and the Switch.
Yeah, Wii U and Switch, whatever we were recording, and then I'd sit there for like half an hour fixing it all while Mabini would sit there taking photos of the back of my head. It was a great time. I'm really glad.
Lovely time, you know. I felt like I was in the room.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you usually were. You were talking to him or something while I was struggling.
Yeah.
We also did this thing. Oh man! Again, this should just give you an idea of like the quality of what we were doing. And if you've been watching for a while, you probably know this. But when we were in person, Mabini and I, we had to have a way that we could listen to Frank at the same time. And so what we did was Mabini got a pair of earbuds.
Wireless earphones.
Wireless earbuds for his birthday. And he hadn't used them at all yet. And we were like, oh, that's a great idea to listen to Frank. So he would have one earphone and I would have the other. And we'd be able to hear him. And a couple of funny things came out of that. One was that the earphone would tell you when it was running out of charge. But it would only tell one ear. So all of a sudden during a recording session, one of us would look very concerned and the other one wouldn't know what was going on. And the other really funny thing that happened, which I think we made a lot of jokes about, is that you could hear Frank no matter where you were in the house. And so one of us would go and be a little piss boy and we could hear Frank speaking in our ear while we fucking...
Yeah, you like pissing, don't you?
Wet the toilet.
Piss boy, yeah, keep pissing, piss boy.
Yeah. Steady streams.
Yeah. And that was.
And I'm pretty sure when we first swapped off of that, Mabini was saying he was having trouble pissing because he didn't have me in his ear anymore. Going, yeah.
I think I was saying
a good
that.
stream.
It just doesn't feel natural anymore.
Or maybe like you hear like half a conversation about anime or something while I'm on the toilet. And come back in.
Because the other person was still talking to him. Yeah, that was really funny.
It's like listening to a person being on the phone and you're just hearing what they're saying.
But I think that that goes a long way to show just how kind of slapdash this operation is. In that we couldn't afford to have 2 pairs of earbuds. We only could afford one, and we shared them. So it was always a fight. It was always a fight with Mabini. As I would come in the morning and start setting up, I say, "Did you charge
Wow, don't go bragging about it, man. Some of us have to wait
And I'm
until
like, I'll
after
charge
work
them
to jack
now.
off, dude.
Yeah, like it was like I always was like, I gotta set up all this shit. Can you do one thing? Charge the earphones before I arrive.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Dear viewers, I like to
Even
tell you that
sometimes
it was
they'd
quite
start.
common that I would hear the warning 30 minutes into the recording session. They would start talking about having to charge the headphones.
I think I started definitely when we started doing sessions at my house, that I had them like ready to go, like
Yes.
whether I charged them that morning or like.
Well, you didn't. You told me you never use them otherwise.
Yeah.
So I always just thought to myself, why don't you just put them on charge when I leave or something?
Yeah.
And take them off when I come back.
I always
over.
figured that they lose charge if you just have them sitting there for 3 months.
Maybe. I don't know. That's the thing. Also, I don't know if anyone realizes. Yeah, we do record about 6 hours with each session, and we get like a good 2-3 months out of each one. I don't know if that was made clear or not, because sometimes because we record 2 games usually, 3 hours of each game, but we try to keep it obviously the upload schedule consistent enough and seamless enough that you don't realize that there are gaps in between necessarily. There might be this week though, I don't know. We're spending today doing the 15 years stuff, but
we'll try.
We'll figure stuff out. We always figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Look, if I gotta get our channel nuked by uploading the Super Mario Galaxy movie VOD coded to the Family Guy Ipecac scene, I'll put something on the channel. Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
A quick run through of Sawton 2 solo content.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. What are we doing? What's the next Frank game?
I haven't decided. I think at this point it's a toss-up between either just rolling straight into Medieval 2 and just knocking out the franchise, or
What's the first
swapping.
one?
Huh?
You said something else in Medieval 2?
Yeah. The first thought is to just roll into Medieval 2
Oh, okay.
and just knock out
Yeah,
the franchise, or swap over to one of the versions of Resident Evil 4. I think is currently the coin flip in my head right now.
Yeah. I have my thoughts on that, but I don't know if that's what we want to talk about on this podcast.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but I think we all agree that because we had that, there was like a clip from Twilight Princess that because I don't think we talked about how long we wanted to do SAIM for, but I think you brought it up and you're like, I think we should do it forever. And I'm like, I see no reason to not do it forever.
Because the thing is, for me, it's like, for me,
It's
the
just
primary
a fun thing to do.
The primary thing is that it's catching up with friends.
Yeah.
You guys probably are already aware of this, but me as a person, I'm a very creatively focused individual. Is what I like to do. I just like to make shit all the time. So for me, if I can combine the two things of hanging out and making shit, I'm at my happiest.
Yeah.
So like Mabini and I, we get together and we do writing sessions. So we're hanging out, we're talking and about whatever, but we're working, we're making stuff. And so SAIM Industries is sort of like that in just a different capacity. It's like where we're recording, we're making videos and stuff, but we're still hanging out and having fun and just talking about whatever.
Yeah, see, for me, it's more of the hanging out with something to do aspect, because I struggle to find the creative bones in my body. If creative bones were legs, I would be crawling around everywhere and occasionally standing back up.
Comes out in big bursts like it did today.
Yeah.
Very rarely does creativity actually strike me. And then on top of that, being able to actually have that creativity flow to my hand bone, so I can actually do something with that creativity. Because
People
plenty
don't know
of
this, but Frank only has one bone in his hand. It's very unsettling.
plenty of times I'll think of things, but I never have an outlet that I can put those thoughts into, because I struggle. I'm a person that struggles to, put things onto paper or into words or explain something. any sort of like medium outlet to get a creative thought out. So usually they just stay bottled up and then forgotten with a lot of creative thoughts, unfortunately.
Well, all I was saying that is that when it does come out, it's some good shit. Did that quiz today, and I thought it was great. I want to do another one.
And that's all I can really hope for, really. As long as something comes out and at least one person appreciates the creative fart that came out of my head, that makes me happy.
But yeah, my point is that and I've as we already said, but like I'm happy to do this forever because for me it's I don't know, it's very, very appealing to me in that regard, and like I think even if we're like way too famous for this shit, I don't know, I think it's still like what I get out of it would still be very very prevalent for me, which is just hanging out and making shit, which is all I ever want to do.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. I think that wraps up our little 15-year discussion.
Okay.
And,
Nothing else you wanted to say?
I think that's everything.
Here's to another 1,500 years.
Yeah.
Spite's gotten me this far in my life. I'm pretty sure I got another 15 years at least of spiting me.
Yeah, I think Frank's the kind of one of those like beings literally too angry to die kind of things.
Yeah,
like every single Sith Lord, I suppose.
Yeah. They live for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
What's another
There's like
100?
a thing that is like where it's like every Sith Lord has gone through like a near-death experience but lived anyway, because that's part of like the dark side of the Force is if you're too angry you literally can't die. Like Darth Maul somehow lives, Anakin lives, Palpatine lives, just because they're too fucking mad. And
I
like
guess
Frank,
Count Dooku wasn't angry enough, that's why he didn't die.
no, he
Well,
was
that's
a
why
very
he died.
passionate lover.
He was also beheaded, so...
Yeah, it's hard to come back from that, but not impossible. Do you know, actually, I think that was gonna happen to the fucking... What's Jabba's servant's name?
Okay.
Yeah, apparently there's a comic, which may or may not be canon, depending on who you ask. Where he's just like
Are you talking
brain in a
about
jar
Bib
that walks
Fortuna?
around. Yeah, I think so.
Guy
Yeah.
with the fucking penis scarf head?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's Bib
Anyway, there's like
Fortuna.
a whole story where he becomes like a brain in a jar. When Boba Fett takes over the palace. It's really fucking weird. Anyway,
Anyway.
there's some same banter for you at the end there.
Yeah. Alright.
Give you guys a taste of the cool shit that's in store for you in the future when you subscribe to the SAIM Industries.
And
Don't
and become a member and give us money, please. That would be great.
Yeah, if you join, we'll share shirtless pics.
I don't know about that one, Chief. But
Are we
we'll
allowed
talk.
to say that? I don't even know. We
We're
don't
just
even have a
shirtless
channel
pics.
membership option.
We're guys. We can post shirtless pics without it being a problem.
True.
All paid.
Society is fucked up that way.
Okay.
We do live in a
Alright, we'll see
society
you guys
if you
next
think about
time.
it.
See ya.
In whatever
bye.
capacity that is.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Good, almost hour-long talk.